Hello and welcome to the wrap up for Gotham Sound's coverage of 2025's NAB. Let's bring the team in here. We'll bring Tobias in a minute. Yeah, so this is the Gotham team from New York. We've got our Vegas team who we'll introduce in a minute. But Peter, TK, let's talk about what we saw and then we'll talk about how we did it.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
What did you see?
I saw this. This was so small.
Yeah.
This was the most exciting thing. Tobias, you can get a shot of this.
Oh, well, I can't switch to it.
Mind. All right. Well, never mind. This
Well,
was.
Here,
I'll
switch to it.
Okay.
I can just move over.
Yeah. Peter's been operating the control room behind, but this is the smallest thing that I've seen. It's like 1 ounce, 10 hours of digital transmission. It's crazy. So that's the only. TK's a huge pinky, so that's not a
exactly.
That's not a thing. But that's what I saw. Let's go back to the wide shot. Let's have Peter come back. So that was the thing that I was most excited about. But man, it felt like we talked to everybody. I feel like we did at least 30 videos. We were all over the North Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Electro, Sound Devices, Zaxcom, Clearcom, Riedel, the whole Redding family, Deity, Wizzycom, DPA.
That was today. That was most of them.
Yeah.
I don't even remember yesterday.
No, it was a lot. What IDX?
IDX, yes. As well as
K-Tech.
Sound Devices.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to start with Sound Devices of what we saw.
Yeah.
The waveform display.
Oh, that was neat. Yeah. I like that it was colors.
Colors.
Yes.
And they're continuing to add, features to that. Really creative features, I thought. Really well implemented. I'd like to see it on the record side.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was definitely cool.
Yeah. Magewell. That director won.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like, it's kind of our game for this, and we'll get into that in a minute. But man, like, if I had that when I was doing like high school production.
Oh. Yeah.
Can you imagine?
The lore keeping and replay, and it's amazing what it can do.
Just all in one, and Electro with the new modes for their receivers so that they can receive the analog Q5X.
Yes.
That was a big deal. The fully mature DSSM. That was a big deal. Zaxcom's DCIRX. Which
digital VHF is really a nice thing.
Yeah.
LEMO input for the.
Oh yeah, for that transmitter, basically a ZMT4 or a ZFR.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Well, what did everybody in the viewing public like?
Oh gosh. Well, that's a fair point. If anybody's watching, please feel free to leave your comments in the chat about what you were interested in, what you saw. We'll probably do another one of these. Well, we have our monthly wrap up.
Yeah.
That will probably include a lot of this NAB stuff.
Now, there was a couple of things we didn't see that I wished we got to. Aton, Kantar.
Right, Club Kantar.
Yes. Yes. So Pierre emailed me, told me about it. I said I'd move hell and high water to get there, and I guess I couldn't move it. So,
there's also lava.
Yes. But that's cool. I mean, Atomos being public about acquiring Aton. Apparently, they gave a bunch of parts to Club Kantar.
Nice.
Yeah. And then the other thing we didn't see, not really our wheelhouse directly, Blackmagic gave a whole bunch of crazy updates to DaVinci Resolve, including AI voice changing stuff. Where in the update log, they're like, "We know that this can be used for nefarious purposes. Please be responsible." Which, you don't see that in update notes too often. Yeah. Anyways.
All right. Well, we had Leafcatcher say thanks for covering the show.
Oh yeah. Hey, can we say it is a privilege to be able to bring this to you? I mean, I know when I was mixing, it was my dream to come to NAB, and so that's a big motivation, is for us to bring NAB to people that can't make it here.
Yeah.
And that's to do it live, which was absurdly difficult. We'll get into. I think I'm a different human than I was 2 days ago.
You've aged.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I'm glad you watched it and you like it, and yeah, it's very meaningful for us.
And remember to subscribe. All right, well, let's get into how we did.
Sure.
So that's important.
I think let's start with the
I want to start with TK.
Well, I think that's
because
a
there's
brilliant idea,
there's real the pre-production of it all, the coordination of it.
right.
We wouldn't be able to do as many
Yeah.
without all of the legwork that TK did.
Right.
It
You
beforehand.
can't just show up and
I mean, you could. That would be dangerous.
Well,
It would be very
Exactly.
dangerous.
you'd be waiting around.
Yeah.
We get to 2 videos a day, maybe.
You could systematically get in 2,500 steps, or you could try and just do 5,000 and
Yeah.
willy-nilly,
Yeah.
as they say. But yeah, it was a pretty decently large overtaking. Just getting people to respond to emails in general, but then doing that, and also the time frame to meet and accommodate other people who want to see the same manufacturers, all within the same 2 days of time that we're here to do this. So, yeah, it's it's fun, but it's a bit of a task. So let's.
Well, and let's not. So this is where we're now. You need to go back.
Oh, I
behind the
gotta go
camera.
switch.
Yeah, you gotta go switch.
Yeah, Tobias.
All right, great. So, so let's also, because it's not just about the video, right? It's about the entire social media experience about the new thing. So, TK, just walk us through what you got going
All
on
right,
here.
so basically, this is our B-roll camera to get product photos and to get people's name tags, anything that we need that's not on the main cam or on the handheld that you see Tobias rocking here. Yeah, so and then my workflow for this was to either, the Wi-Fi was crap here, so I elected not to Wi-Fi from the camera to the phone. Instead, I took this SD card out, and you guys probably remember these from a decade ago for lightning. But yeah, just basically stick this guy in, and then I upload directly into like a cloud drive, and then our team in New York, they take the photos and they put them out so that you guys could see them all on social media. But yeah, I've just got a Lume Cube light here, a deity mic for a little bit of the video that I did, just a joint arm and an iPhone holder. So that's basically my rig, Canon R5 or R50, nothing special. But yeah, it seriously helps in terms of streamlining everything to make sure that we're able to get all this, information, these photos, anything like that out to you guys as quick as possible. So that's our setup for the B camera.
Yeah, and so to go in depth a little bit further, we start talking about this like months beforehand, like 2 months beforehand. We start thinking about who we want to cover. TK reaches out to them to see if they're amenable to it. He puts together a schedule. The schedule invariably changes because we run behind. He has to redo the schedule, and then he is on his feet all day going ahead to the next place, getting them set up, taking the pictures, sending it back to our New York office where our team, Nate, Jared, Joe, get everything up and on the internet and all the information prepped for the live stream.
Yep.
And then TK runs back and gets Peter, Tobias, and I, because we are lost and scared little children, and we need guidance.
And that's another big part. A goal of mine is to try to make it as easy on us here in the Vegas crew. So I try to cherry pick these vendors next to each other and just A, B, C, D. And it's really hard to do that, but we do our best.
Right, and it's all like weighted with like what are the vendors that are must-haves on the first day, because that's the most coverage we have.
It's all about the engagement for you guys.
It's all about the engagement. All right, let's talk sound tech real quick, and then we'll probably be. Oh, we'll take a picture. Okay, click.
Turn it on.
All right, so Tobias here with the close-up cam. So this is the bag. As you can see, we've got where to start. So we'll start with the signal chain. So we have 3 channels of Shure Accent. We originally had 4. But I opted because, just for comfort's sake and for, sound quality's sake, comfort's sake and ease of use, I opted to go hardwire with my headset. So I'm using a Sennheiser headset into input 4. And then I always like having the boom on the last channel, so the RX 1, 2, and 3 show up on knobs 1, 2, and 3. So all of that goes into the Sound Devices Mix Pre 6 using the auto mixer function or the mix assist function I do have noise assist engaged on channel 1 at the moment. Just the wireless headsets have a little bit more room to them than my hardwired headset. Then all of this is going out to this little DJI wireless, and Peter will talk a little bit more about why we decided to use that for the Hop. Everything's being powered by the Audio eSmart Trio. So you can see that we've got 2 smart batteries, 1 on each side. That one's a remote audio HiQ. This one's, oh wait, hold on. Are they both HiQ? No, this one's an inspired energy battery. There we go. This is a HiQ. If you didn't know, they're exactly the same battery with different stickers on them. Do have a handheld for backup or for ease of use sometimes. And then the other interesting thing is that for communication, because we're communicating all over the place, walkies just wouldn't do it. We need more flexibility. We are using, oh boy, my buttons are being pushed, but we are using Unity over the iPhone. I am getting a return from this directly into my feed for the MixPre. It's coming in on my right ear only, and then I can talk to the New York office and to the rest of the team through that. And I think, oh, and then the last but certainly not least thing, we are using Restream on this phone here. This is my personal cell phone, but we're using Restream right here to get all your wonderful comments. So, Leaf and Jonathan and Kyle and Nate, who's part of our team, thank you for watching. Restream is really great in that it collects all the comments from YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn and puts it all in one place so I can see it. So that is the sound setup that we have chosen for this. There are a million other ways we could do it, and we'll probably do it differently next time. But let's get over to the video, and Peter is off camera, but he's going to explain it all with Tobias following him.
So first we'll start with the power. We have the Audio Root Duo, and you'll notice my batteries are getting low, so I am going to hot swap live on the air, which has never been done before. So it takes 2 batteries. And, yep, just in time. Oops.
And the important thing to note is that this crazy rig that Peter's using is in fact all DC powered. So most of it's being run off those 2 inspired energy batteries. And there's the light is being run.
Light's being run on a separate V mount. There's the light up there. Okay, so we got full power. I know we have full power because this is the brand new, I think sent to us by mistake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Smart Duo. I don't know how that happened, but I grabbed it because it really was perfect and it sits there perfectly. So now that the power is sorted, we'll pick it up from the audio send from Nick, which goes into this DJI receiver. I hate saying stuff like this because it always jinxes it, but like we were in the densest RF, like just crazy RF everywhere, and this thing just trucks along. I can see telemetry, so like you guys, I don't know if you guys can see Nick's transmitter's battery is getting quite low, but it'll finish this video, which is really great. And he just swaps to the other transmitter that goes in its charging case. It's ridiculous. That thing worked. It's tricky to balance it.
Right, because there's no gain setting on it.
Yeah, no, there are gains. There's
okay.
receiver gains and transmit gains, but it's a little, that analog input is a little tweaky. And we're going analog out from your MixPre. We are going digital in. We're going USB into the Magewell. So the Magewell Director Mini is kind of the heart of everything. It takes in the signal from the OBSBot camera, so that's that wide camera, and I can switch like that, go back there, like that, there. And so that's some Namjoon Pike feedback there. So then we have our Director Mini switching between the 2 shots. Tobias doing an incredible job. One funny thing is the Wi-Fi is so ridiculous. Here, I just want to show you that we begged, borrowed, and stole, which you might have to return. Just we'll leave it at their booth. An Ethernet cable. iPhones can go hardwired Ethernet, so that's how we got rock solid. The beginning videos you saw were so frustrating. and you move 6 feet and it's fine. Anyways, I'm controlling the ob spot. We have all kinds of stuff sort of run up on the Stream Deck. It's a combination of BitFocus Companion and the Stream Deck software, which if you haven't sort of delved into this, it's really, really great. So there's that software. I am looking at comments. I'm also dealing with Unity. And so, yeah, this records. This is recording now. OBSBot camera's recording. It is gathering, all of these different cell signals. We have T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile again. Occasionally, I would hook my phone up to it. And one thing that's kind of interesting on the, if I can get it to do this in the middle of a stream, there is this sort of speedify that we were going to use to bond it all, but actually it never really worked. It worked on the first few videos. So I'm gonna go back to the front. We'll talk briefly about something that I wanted to talk about quickly, which is failure. I think it's really important. Part of why I want to push these consumer technologies and sort of use them in bigger ways is because I want to find the failure points. And boy, did we find the failure points. First of all, there were just awful infrastructure issues with Cell here, worst I've ever seen. But then, despite it working perfectly fine, oh, do I got to come in?
Yeah.
Thank you, Tobias. Despite the fact that this tested perfectly at the shop,
right,
it completely fell apart after like the first video here.
And it tested perfectly fine the day before.
Oh, the day before, yeah, when we did our, yeah, like patting ourselves on the back. And I think there's a place for professional gear. I think part of using these technologies is learning what goes on under the hood in those professional gear. So, anyways, I can talk more about that. Anybody want to send me an email? Oh, there's a couple of cool things on the rig I should point out. Just for anybody, if you've made it this far, you will want to see the cool things.
It's your favorite line. If you've made it this far.
All right, so we're going to switch back to this. Okay, so come take a look at this switch. This switch here is it's 12-volt powered, so it gets its power from the batteries. And it actually PoE powers the laptop using this Ethernet PoE to USB-C charger and interface. So that, I think, actually, that's the coolest find. It's held up the entire show. So, yeah, anyways, I will go out in front, and I think we will sign off.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's right.
Any comments or questions?
Oh, hang on.
117.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Shout out to the Orca-Nu 117 magnet mount. I've had Kyle literally looking for the original one. Since they discontinued it, he says he's going to get one from Israel or something and just like bring it to me. But now he doesn't have to. He can just give me the new one. So I'm excited to see that.
I am excited too. And I think before we sign off and before I forget, and if this could be edited to the front of the video when we repost it, a huge shout out to our friends at Wizzycom and Redding Audio.
Yep.
We could not do this without them letting us store their gear, getting us exhibitor badges so that we can come early, so that as soon as the show opens, we can start broadcasting. So yeah, shout out to those guys.
Perfect. And so, Tobias, if you can just put down the camera, put it down all the way on the ground.
Oh yeah.
And just come over here and say hello, because we want to thank you properly.
Yes.
Tobias has been our camera PA, second camera, whatever you want to call him. And we just want to say thank you for all your help. Found you through Rado, fellow sound person that we know and love, and you've been great. And just eat it like an ice cream cone if you want to say anything.
Well, thank you. I appreciate Nick, Peter, TK, great group to work with. Learned a lot. These guys are also just nice and real good people to be around, and everybody loved you guys.
Thank you.
You guys got a lot of love.
Everybody knows you.
Yeah.
You were counting.
Definitely a great group, and appreciate you guys. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you. All right. Well, look, we're going to wrap things up from here. Peter, get behind the camera.
Oh, I got to go and sign us off.
You got to go and sign us off. So, so TK and I will send it out. And yeah, we'll just say thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your kind words and your comments. And TK, thank you. Peter, thank you. Tobias, Nate, Nate, Jared, Joe, literally everybody in the New York and Atlanta offices. You know, they work twice as hard when we're not there because we have less staff.
Yes,
so literally everybody there, rental sales service. We really appreciate it. Anything I'm missing, TK?
Not that I could think of, but just from lovely Las Vegas.
Okay, so for this video and more, what's happening? I don't know what's happening. Oh, okay. So to watch this video and more, please go to gothamsound.tv. You can follow us on all forms of social media. You can email us at info@gothamsound.com. And if you are considering purchasing professional sound, communications, or production equipment, or renting it, please consider using Gotham Sound. Thanks so much and take care.